Hello guys. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Cheta Cynthia. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always returning back, coming back. You guys are awesome. So, if you wish to learn guillotine, here are the three most basic things you must know to become that professional gilly artist. Let me call it gilly artist that you want to be. First is how to know the measurement of your ashoke, just to be sure that that style can create that particular style you want to tie. So you don't have to go halfway and then notice that your ashoke cannot cover or do or create that style that you desire to rock or desire to tie. Secondly is how to measure your gele ratio, like saying 50 ratio 50 or 60 ratio 40, 40 60. You understand? So in this video I'm going to be explaining every concept of gele tying. And lastly is the most important, how to um create or how to make pleats to be able to create that style. This is the most important concept. This is the most important thing you need to know. And in this video, I'm just going to be explaining, I'm going to be giving you practical aspects of this tutorial. So do guys, if you are interested in watching every of these things, you guys should definitely keep on watching. So guys, I'm going to be using my measuring tape. I'm going to be measuring my ashoke so you guys can see and know the different measurements that you can use for different styles of gele. For instance, you can't use a short gele to tie a bridal gele. It won't work. You can only use it to do like a round short gele. It won't spread up to the way you want it to be. I'm going to be explaining how you can know how to know the measurement of your gele even without this measuring tape. So if you have a client that you are working for, if you have a client that you're going to tie gele for and she says she wants a particular style, you should be able to know if the measurement of the ashoke she has will be able to do that style that she wants. So I'm going to be dividing this into two. This is my ashoke. I divided it into two already. So I'm going to be stretching my hand this way. I don't know, and I need you guys to see. I'm going to be stretching my hand this way, and I'm going to be placing it on my chest. So I'm going to be measuring. I'm going to be measuring from here. So guys, as you can see, the measurement here says that my gele here, the half of my gele is 35 inches, which means that this gele is a 70-inch gele. This 70-inch gele can be used to tie a bridal fan gele. It has four layers. That is the 70 by 4 means that it can tie a bridal fan gele. It can tie broad, as in if you want your gele to spread, it can tie something like that. When measuring this like this and it ends at your other chest, it ends here at your second breast. Let me just put it like that. If it ends here, it means that any ashoke that ends at this point, even without your tape rule, means that it ends at 70 inches measurement. So even without my tape rule, if I measure this ashoke and I just put it here and it stops at my second breast here and it passes over the first one and comes to this place, then you know that it is a 70 to 71 inches ashoke. So I'm going to be using another one from for an example. I'm going to be using a short gele. So this is a very short gele. I'm going to be measuring it like this. and I'm going to be doing the same thing I did. So now you can see the short gele ended at my shoulder. It didn't even cross to my first. Um, it didn't cross. So I will just say that this gele is short, and this gele is about 29 inches, which makes it 58 inches gele. This 58 inches gele, you can't use it to tie a bridal gele. You can only use it to tie maybe fan gele or this rose gele, and you can only use it to tie a very short round gele. You put an ashoke like this and it's stopping around here, then you know that it is a short gele, that this gele will not tie it will not tie a bridal gele. So it will mainly use for asoebi. As you can see, this is a 3 layer asoke. So I actually got this asoke when I wanted to do asoebi for one of my friends, and that's how I got this gele. So this asoke is mainly for asoebi. If so, yeah, that's how you determine the measurement of your gele, and that is how you know if this gele can tie this particular style that you want. So guys, this gele is 100. We're going to call this gele 100 measurements according to how we are going to tie your gele. So guys, let's for instance we are tying the round gele. We're going to be measuring 70/30 using this ashoke. So for instance, this is 100. This is 100. I'm going to be dividing this into two like this. I'm going to divide this into two, and after dividing this into two, you will notice that it's now 50/50. Now, being that it's 50/50, we are going to be adjusting it to be 70/30 using our two fingers, our index finger and our what's this whatever, these two fingers. So we're going to be using these two fingers to determine the measurement of this gele, and this measurement means five measurements. So if you are measuring for this ashoke, we're going to be placing these two fingers on this ashoke. We're going to be placing these two fingers on this ashoke like this. As you can see, this is five measurements. You have indirectly taken 5 out of 50. You have indirectly taken 5 out of 50, and we are going to be placing another 5, and which makes it 10. We are removing this 10 out of 50, making it 40 measurement, 40/60. Now if you add more fingers measurement, 5 more, this 15, that is 75, 65, 35, and you are going to be adding the last one, which is another 5, which makes it 20. So we have indirectly added 20 to the other 50 measurements. I have indirectly taken away 20 from the other 50 measurements. So this is where the 30 stops. As you can see, this is 70, and this remaining place becomes 30. So for instance, you are tying a flower rose gele, like all these front styles that doesn't need too much pleating and all that. So we are just going to be taking 50/50 measurements, because it's something that just goes round your head and comes to the front, and you do whatever creative thing you want to do at the front. So you don't need to divide your gele into any 70/30 or 60/40. The essence of increasing the other side of the gele is to make the gele spacious for more pleats, to make the gele higher, to make the gele higher. So if your gele is small, the tendency for you to make high pleats is very low. And again, when you have 3 layers, one, two, three, when you have 3 layers of gele, it also it also affects the height of your gele. For instance, you are doing a round gele. If I do a round gele with this ashoke, it will not be as high with the ones that have 4 layers and 5 layers. If you are planning to do any occasion, 3 layers is actually very okay for an asoebi for your girls. And yeah, so let's do this again. If you want to if you want to if you want to do a if you want to do 60/40, for instance. 60/40 is for round gele, bridal gele, even fan gele, depending on the length of your ashoke. If your ashoke is not long, then you have no choice than to reduce it to 70/30, so as well, so that to make the um what you're about to do, make allowance and make enough material for whatever creative thing you wish to do. So let's do 60/40. So remember, this is 5. So we are going to be doing 60/40, meaning that we are going to just be doing 10, taking away 10 from the other. So this is 5, 1, 5, make it 10. So this is where 40 is. This is your 40, and this is your 60. So guys, let's say you want to make pleats, you want to start to tie your gele. Now after you have made your measurements, let's just use this is 5. Hmm? Now this place, you mark it, you press, hold it, so you know the middle. This point should be at the middle of your forehead, or your client forehead, so this is it, or your client forehead. So guys, as you can see, I already made this mark, this folding mark, so you know that this is the middle. This is the demarcation between the 60 and the 40 measurement. So I want to make my pleats, and this is how I'm going to be holding my hands. I want you guys to see every bit of this tutorial like this. So I'm going to be using this hand. I'm going to be carrying my ashoke. I'm going to be holding it like this. Now I'm going to be folding it. This hand is going to bring in your material. It's going to make this folding. This index finger is going to make the folding. So I'm going to be doing it like this, as you can see. So now this is the first folding. We're going to press it. Now we are going to be making other pleats. So the index finger is bringing in the material, and this thumb is going to be pressing it down. The index finger is coming like this, and the thumb is pressing it down. I'm not used to doing this on a table. I usually do it on my lap before doing the main work. So this is the folding. Remember, this is the folding. So you're going to do it like this. Do it like this. As you can see, the index finger is bringing it in, and the thumb is pressing it down like this. So after doing this, you just want to place this pleat on your client's head, or your mannequin's head, or your head, whoever you are doing the gele for. So this is my gele. This is my mannequin. So I'm going to be putting the pleats on the head of my mannequin. So this is how I do it. Because it's a mannequin, I'm going to be using pins to hold it. Because it's a mannequin, I use pins to hold this pleats. So I'm going to be using pins to hold the pleats. So I'm using pins to hold the pleat because it is a mannequin. You cannot pin this on a human head. So I'm going to be showing you how this is my hand. This is my hand. Remember the method we used. I don't even know if my hand is even showing. This is my hand. So I've used this hand to hold the under, and I'm using this thumb to just press. As you can see, the work of my thumb is to press the ashoke. The work of the index finger is to fold, make the fold, and the work of is to press. As you can see, fold and press, fold and press. So as you can see, so after doing this, the last pleat is going to cover most of the pleats at the side of your ear, as you can see. So I'm going to be putting pins to hold it. If it's a human head, you tell your client to just hold their fingers there to press, hold it so that it doesn't loosen up. But me, in this case, I'm going to be using pins because I'm using a mannequin. Now, after doing this, we're going to be arranging the other side of the gele. So I'm going to be removing the pins that I used to secure this part, so that we're able to arrange this pleats. So now let's come to the side. Let's come to the side. Now, this is, I press the first. This is the first base. So I use this my thumbnail to press it. That's the work of the thumb, to press. Then I'm going to be using my index finger inside to make that fold, and the thumb is pressing. As you can see, the index is bringing the fold, and the thumb is pressing. I hope you guys are seeing this. So I'm going to be using this pin to press, hold. See, so as you can see, this is how I made my pleats. This is how I made my pleats for my base. As you can see, that it's very easy. It's just for you to know how to place your hand, how to move your hand for the fold to be achieved, and for the pleats to be neat enough. As you can see, this is so easy. Now I want to go ahead and make pleats for the second layer. That's the main beauty of this gele, so that you'll be able to know how to make pleats, you how to position your hand for each pleat for different stages of your gele. So I'm coming here and I'm going to be turning it. The shorter one, remember, the shorter one comes up and the longer one comes under. I'm going too far with this tutorial. What I planned was um just to do pleats for you guys, so you guys can understand the concept of making pleats. But I tried to go as far as to show you guys how to make pleats for different stages, because the way you do the pleats here might be quite different, because you are going to be using only one hand here. So you should know, you should be more comfortable while doing this. The more you do this, the more you get comfortable doing it. So I'm going to be doing this round gele. Let me just show you guys more on how to make your pleats. So this is the first layer, and the first layer is what I'm going to pin. I'm going to pin the first layer, and it's going to be directly on top of the last pleat. So as you can see, this is the side, this thing. I'm going to come to the back here. The back. This is a very easy gilly step. You can even tie it yourself. I'm going to make a video on how to tie this yourself. It's very, very easy for beginners. If so, now you see, this is the short. This is the short part. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's really difficult filming this tutorial. So if you can see this, I'm holding half. This is the full shot, but I'm not going to be holding all of them to tie. I'm going to just be holding half the piece of the clothes like this, and I'm going to be holding that one pleat that we used, that we made, and I'm going to be tying it. So I'm just showing you guys. I don't know. It's so this is how it goes. So guys, I had to skip some parts just to make this video a little bit shorter because it's getting so way longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the outcome of my pleat. Let me know down the comment section if you have any question for me, if you have any suggestion. I love you all. Thank you for watching to this end. Bye.